version of it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of amazing because, you know, everybody likes to have companions.
Yeah, that's it.
Ooh, and as you notice that with release 155 we introduced random monster enchantments. Yeah, from now on you can expect that a lot of the enemies, they will have it too, like this Black Squire over here. There we go. He was a vampire. Well, was, because I just smashed him. And most of the boss monsters, especially the big four over here, they will also have random monster enchantments. And since I see them now,
maybe they are right. Stop showing that ring. For this, everything crashes.
No, it's not the ring.
It's one of the secret talents of the ring.
No,
so
it's the Firefox. Okay, so I have to make an announcement because I see them now. Okay, so many of you remember these lasers over here. So, of course, we know that some of you had issues with these lasers. And they were like, oh, fix that bug, why is it not working, etc., etc. Here's the deal. So, a few of our testers were able to find out, like, to reproduce what that the lasers are not appearing. Yeah, the characters were receiving damage, but the lasers were not shown, like this one over here. I'll just demonstrate it real quick. There you go. Ooh, wow, that's kind of a lot. And while they were able to reproduce it, sometimes on PCs with very, very low system, like, you know, graphic cards and settings, but sometimes even on powerful PCs. The problem is that for some reason it's still kind of unknown why exactly this is being caused. One of our programmers is definitely going to not really fix this. He's trying out the new measurement in order to make this disappear, but the exact cause still remains unknown. So it's likely that it might happen, but we will implement another measurement against this with 157. So let's see. What else do we have over here? I'll show you one of the reworked maps, which is interesting. Let's go. Also, you might remember that you needed victory token, victory marks over here, and you had so many currencies that you had to collect in here. So many different black pearls, or, you know, strong black pearls and such. We've reduced the amount of currencies that you need, so it's not that many different currencies at the moment. Oh wow, this one's a strong one, I suppose. Let's see if I can just run around because I want to show you the map. Yeah. I'm just going to show you a little bit of this map.
Guys, don't be too hard on Greg. He's playing with violet essences. Yes.
It's just for demonstration.
It's for demonstration purposes. Rejoice that it's not red essences, and then you could, you know, scream that in our face.
Yeah. So.
Okay, next time we will play with blue ones or yes, green ones, or maybe not essences if that makes you happy.
On this map, maybe next time we'll do a more extended let's play, but because this is a very big map, as you can see. It's the Gloomy Pastures, which resembles a lot the Swarfield Pastures. Here, this is a very, very interesting map, and also a rather difficult map if you come here. Paramedics will love this one because you will be able to set things on fire. Yeah, there we go. But obviously I set myself on fire, and it damages the enemies. I know. I'm just quickly gonna run through the map because we don't have a lot of time to show.
Run, little boy. I want to see you run.
I wanted to show you a really cool enemy.
Oh, that's nice. Look to that.
Yeah. Because being followed by a lot of.
I want to say that you will find things in these maps. I think this map is an old map that happened that was before in Drakensang Online. But what I like from this map is that sometimes there are some events happening when you click things, like for example that torch, which is really cool because, you know, the whole map kind of changes a little bit.
Yeah, and so I'm being chased like.
Yes, you are being chased like not like a boss, but more like the contrary.
Let's just say this is a very populated map, and the enemies that you find here include mad chef cooks, yeah, that are chasing you. Because you're disturbing their evil cookie production. Of course, this does not make a lot of sense, but then again, it's Halloween. So, and also, there is a rather difficult, strong enemy on this map, and you might want to pay close attention to this one. It's yeah. Well, we'll see if in a few days we'll see if some of you got the clue over here. But I'm just gonna exit this map, and next time we're gonna go through. Yes, this is the first map. I know it's quite
yes, we know it, but it's, you know, for nostalgics, maybe there are some people there who would like to see this map again. So, and it's not exactly the same map. I think it was also retweaked. Thing that the game design, the level designers and event designers have been working in this event for a lot of weeks. So maybe you don't see it on a first sight, and especially on our kind of not optimal setup, but you will see some details on those maps, and it's quite nice.
Alright, and I'm going to show you, obviously you will have challenges, which will be activated, you know, you will get the dates when they will be activated, in which you do not farm cursed pearls, but you collect cursed candy, because, you know, it's Halloween. And remember that you guys mentioned that the cloak is out of the Black Squire set. The cloak is one of the things that is very hard to get for you guys. Well, guess what? You will be able to get the cloak over here on the first challenge. So we try to implement it so it's a little bit easier for you guys, and you will find that some other new rewards are in there. This for example, the fortified onyx skull looks like it's the onyx skull from last Halloween event. It is a different one. This one regenerates 8 health points per second, and if you combine it, because you know certain gems can be combined, you'll get a much stronger one, which gives you up to 20 points per second that can be healed. Right.
To that user who said that the next bonus code is gonna be Haruki farting, you are not gonna get a bonus code, oh boy. I'm watching you.
Alright, okay. Well, this was just a really quick glimpse into what's coming up in terms of the new event for a Dragon event. Next time we might do a more extensive plan on this and give you more overview, but you know, it's also nice to try out for yourself. So what we'll do right now is we'll go back to our usual agenda and talk a little bit about people who like to play on the Mac.
Yeah, that's it. Something that I was saying before, you know, Firefox and all the programs gave up on us. Twitch, we're watching you. Well, you're watching us. So the only thing is that, yeah, El Capitan is this new update on Mac, and it didn't work, of course. I mean, Dragon Sun didn't work on it because we had to readjust to this new Apple reality. So don't worry, it will come with 157.
Yes.
And that's it.
So at the moment, if you have updated already to the newest OS X version as a Mac user, you might realize, it's not really working.
Yeah.
So of course you could, you know, throw everything off your of your heart of your Mac and reinstall an older version, or just wait until Wednesday when we're most likely to release this version, and then it will be fully compatible. So stay tuned for this. Yes. And
that's it.
Yeah, I really don't know why they called it El Capitano.
El Capitano, I don't know, but I like it because I'm Spanish and it sounds very straight to the point. But I don't use Apple myself, so I don't like it.
I do.
And just a little announcement before we jump into the QA. Sorry guys, bear with us. It's about the Dev Diaries. Those of you who check us on YouTube have seen that we sometimes put new videos, which is basically about, well, showing you the team, you know, that is creating Dragon Sun Online. So we have a couple of a bunch of interesting videos coming. One is going to be a description, or well, a video put up by the game designers on the Dragonknight and the issues that happen with it. Another video that will come is an interview with our lead artist, Mabruk, which it's really cool interview. We have already finished it.
Yeah.
And the third one we want to do is a parallel world kind of parallel worlds teaser. So this is something that we want to keep on doing. You know, bring you the team that is behind the game. And for this, if you have suggestions of topics that we want to cover, also go to the forums and let us know. Scream loud, and we will hear you. And now let's go to the Q&A.
Cool.
Finally.
And now you're not lagging.
And now I'm not lagging anymore, which is lovely.
Why don't you start?
Yes, that's it. First question, we will try to go quickly through this, is from Darkness with 4S from Eredur. Will you fix this game PvP? Centurion players are killing marshals and other high-ranked figures. Okay, so Rise of Valor, when we're implementing Rise of Valor, the game designers had this idea of trying to make the PvP more fair, in that sense that ranks didn't matter that much as before, but the skill of the players. We have seen that this is traveling very hard a lot of players out there, PvP, especially old PvP users, and what we want to tell you is that we are looking into it. We know for a fact that they are working on it. It's not something we are making up to appease you guys. It's something that is happening. So once we have more information, we will tell you. It's something we are looking at. There are a bunch of measures they want to implement, but they want to find a solution that is actually not creating further issues. We want to tackle exactly what is wrong with PvP at this moment. And yes, you can tell a lot of things. Okay, we know that. But of course, we don't want to take things out and just, you know, unbalance. Is this image that Jason was mentioning the other time, no? Like the boat that is kind of going. So don't worry, we are working on it, and we will keep you updated about that.
Yep. And the next question is from Scant78 from Herodor. And can you remake the event Full Moon and New Moon and add some new items or systems, I think he wants to say, because when you finish the event it's not really interesting to do it again. Yeah. Obviously it's only interesting to do it again for Dragan. And then we have already announced that basically, if you go into the forum, if you're not a forum user, you might not have not seen this yet, but I'll just show you on the forum where you can find it. We announced on the forum, I'll show you in the English channel, in discussions on current topics, there's a thread which is called collection of ideas for the new moon event. Over here you can leave your ideas for a rework of the new moon event. Yeah, we'll start with the new moon event, and then later on we will rework the full moon event, which is personally my favorite. Obviously it's like silver essences.
Yeah, klar.
No, but I like the story.
Stack up your silver essences.
I like the story right behind it. The costume that you get is quite cool. And I might say this, I like a year ago I saw already ideas for new items that will be there, and I might tease them a little if they come, that they have, you know, they're related to a movie, and that kind of, we have already something in the game that's related to that movie, and there will be definitely new items.
Oh, that's a big teaser, little Greg.
Yeah?
It's a teaser, that one.
Yeah. But so I'm not sure if there will be new quests to that. I don't know that. For that I will talk with our narrative design, but our level design definitely requested to get more ideas from you guys about what would you like to see, so you can expect the map definitely to change. Cool. Next question.
Next question, it's actually very small. Leda from Grimac, she asks, when it's going to be updated NPC Emilia offer with some new 50 level items for the premium users? Well, as you know, release 157 brings this new belt, which, by the way, we already said the stats are not final, maybe, so please don't freak out, wait a little bit. And of course, more additions to this M vendor and other vendors will come in the future, so stay tuned.
Yeah. And the next one is from Batman05 from Herodor. Hi Batman.
Hello Batman.
Is there a possibility to add more races to the game, like elves and halflings? Now, when I first read the question, I was like, does he mean people of color? No, we have them already if you go through the different skin sets, yeah. But elves and halflings, for now, no.
No.
It's not in the game. You could argue that the Steam Mechanicus is a dwarf, and that's a different race. That's kind of true. But for now, there's no, it has not been planned to do this. But you know, you never know. We're in ongoing production.
That's it. Anyway, this is a very interesting question. Maybe some of you don't care, but I do care because it tackles something inside the lore of Dragon Sun. Is Abyss Walker from Agathon, and he asks, why did the Toltecs ally themselves with Valor? Because it's something that apparently is not clear from the quest arc. So I was asking our narrative designers to provide us more input on this. So it's quite interesting when you read about the Toltecs, and maybe we should create more about those. I personally like them. So basically, the Toltecs is a very, very advanced race at the same level as the Tayas. But actually, they have been taking over the jungle, and the Tayas is that why they retreated to the trees where the Toltec cannot arrive.
Kind of nicer. Nice air.
Yeah, that's it. Clear. And basically, what happens is that this is a very advanced race, but Nefertari corrupted them. So basically,
that lady.
Yeah, that's it. It's when the Dark Dwarves discovered. I wrote it here. The Dark Dwarves discover the secret to the hiding place of the world's heart. And then Nefertari, this goddess, approached them with some kind of minions and offered them power. And then the Toltec and also the Dark Dwarfs embrace that offer fully, and that's why they turn to be this kind of corrupted creatures, because Nefertari lured them into this kind of deal. So if you want to know more about that, ask us in the next Facebook thing, and then I will keep on building on the Toltec encyclopedia. Yep.
So don't make pacts with it, lady. So, the next question is from Simkata number 2, also from Mustafa Hiroju. Will you bring back the event Invasion of Kingsil or Invasion of Variant Sanctuary, or attack on the Variant Sanctuary? Yes, no, maybe I can say, because definitely not this year, because we're already packed. Yeah, you can imagine there's Halloween, and then what comes after Halloween? Christmas.
That's it.
Christmas is usually already occupied with something that's Christmas themed, and so it's likely that we could do something for next year. These events are really cool. I personally like them too, because you have to defend the city. But yeah, there's nothing in it. If you really have great ideas on what kind of should be invaded or something, maybe something in the new continent, Rota, then write them down, and the more you can convince us, the more likely we're taking this and creating it. Same as we did with certain features. So we are open for any ideas.
That's it. Next question, and please hear this one because it interests a lot of you. Listen. That's it. Is it possible to modify the sets Roshan, Spark, Keen, and Jatchak? Yeah. So it conforms to the new level 50. So basically, if we are, getting better the stats of those items. And yes, this is something that some people ask. So yes, all those sets, all those class, all those relic sets, the Jatchak, the Keen, the Spark, and the Roshan will be reworked. Not for 157, maybe not for 158, but we want to put them out before the end of the year. So rejoice.
Yep, so this next person is called the Bone Settler from Grimmar. Hi, Bone Settler.
Hello.
Question number 1 is about the Dragon event, which is coming up, and you wanted to know whether we will do any changes in terms of stats on the existing set. No, we're not doing that. So you can still combine it. So if you have old pieces from the before release 155, you can still combine them with the current ones. So don't worry about that. And the event brings different rewards, which you saw maybe before when you tuned in. So don't worry about that. And question number 2 from the very same user is, what about the Clan Wars? I think what you mean is guild battles. Yeah. When are they coming with? Are they coming with 157? No, they're not. They're actually we're giving we're doing some balancing measures for PvP and also for the parallel worlds, which are the priority at the moment. And it's very likely that guild versus guild is after that one. So one highlight at a time. And we'll keep you updated if we have any information about that, but it's still this year. Yeah.
That's it. Well, I don't know if to say the name of this user. because it's quite interesting. Beat daughter.
Makes a lot.
Maybe it's a daughter that so that likes to beat. From Grimag says, why do you claim to reflect the community opinion when whenever I see some feedback on patches, events, bugs, they are not taken into consideration at all? Who is the community then? I would really appreciate your reply on this. So well, basically, the community is you guys who are spamming us on the chat, is you guys who watch this later on in YouTube, is you guys who just play the game and let us know what you think. The thing is that, of course, we can understand your frustration. We can understand that there are things which need further balance, and yes, we know that. But the thing is that you are also not, I don't think you are telling the complete truth, because if you examine also the different things that we have been implemented since release 1.55, and then all the different things that we have doing, we had, well, the Dragonknight balancing took a little bit long, but it's going to happen. PvP balancing will also happen. We also incremented loot drops, parallel worlds will also happen. The undermanned drops for high level users, the penalty that you had for lower maps was also taken away. We have the Gemstone cloaks, we have the minimum values of enchantments on legendary items getting up, and a bunch of other things. So yeah, we are listening to us, so to you basically, and of course we are your advocates. Yeah, we are not your enemies. We are here to listen to you and try to to convey that in the best possible way to the developers.
Yep.
And we are on your side, even if you don't think so.
Just the quotes, take that on this one, just have a little patience.
A little patience. That's another one for bonus code.
Yeah. Next one is from Roku, number 1, from Grimac. I am missing one piece from Gnob's Dragon AX set. Will that set be available in future again or not? I think I've said that already once, last Twitch. It will be available, and it will be also with higher stats, but as of now not. Probably next time Gnob is coming and visiting us.
True. Now this Johan BXL, I don't know why you keep on,
We can take his question right after.
Exactly, no, because it's actually here, it's actually on my list, which is, when will you release the ability for getting back our glyphs of power from items without melting them? So please stop writing, yes, it's coming. When? I think the data that they wanted to put it out is 158, but don't quote me on that yet. I will probably be also 159. So in the 2 next releases. So it's almost here, please.
Okay. So
yeah. Cool.
No, it's okay. Twitch.
We're still on.
Up, yeah.
It's like a little hiccup. Genau.
Yeah.
And the last question.
The last question has an interesting name, which I'm not able to pronounce. For Santa Birmisik, from Herodor. Will there be prizes with a Z? Prizes, for guild versus guild. As you might know from other videos where we previewed this feature on a very early stage, there will be some sort of pot that you can do. Hi there, just so you know, we're live. There will be some prizes in terms of virtual currency, so gold and everything. That's the design for now, and there will be other incentives. I don't have any specific information about that yet. When I have, you will be the first ones to know. Cool. Okay. And now, I know we're a little bit over time, but let's just take 10 more, like 5 more minutes for questions from the chat.
If you want to, let's go for it.
Okay. Because people
are waiting very eagerly for the bonus code, I guess.
Yes, but if you have any other questions that are interesting, we will take them.
Bonus code for all.
And if not, we will just continue. So for the next film,
Mira, this is a very interesting one.
What?
The hidden achievement and why is it bugged? Okay, so basically, there is no bug hidden achievement. If a hidden achievement is called hidden achievement, it's because it's hidden, which means it's not easy to be found. And we have tested it, we know it's not bugged. So a lot of people are thinking that a quest that is with a little raptor in Yaltepetal is that one. And of course, when they completed it, they complained that it doesn't unlock the achievement. So that one is not the one you're searching for, and we're not telling you where this is.
But the first one who will find out what this is, scream it.
Scream it. We will feature you in our YouTube channel.
Okay. Baroxa is asking why we're only making the Dragonknight stronger and why we're not including other classes. Well, it seems like from what we saw in terms of balancing from testing, but also in terms of feedback, it seems like this is the class that has, according to you, suffered the most, which is why we are, giving it a small balancing. Again, this doesn't mean that we're stopping there. If you feel like, wow, I noticed now that the other classes are, imbalanced, we will probably have a look at that as well.
Also, it's a very interesting question what some people is asking about the Russian set, the Yashak set and everything. What happens with the ones that you already have? That we don't know, or at least I don't know. So we will ask that to the game designers and tell you in the next Twitch session, okay? Is that a deal? Cool.
Oh, this is a question that I actually would like to answer from General_X. It's in German though. It's about the alchemy system. There was, you might remember that we previewed some sort of system already. There's no update on this one yet. The design is, I want to say, 50% finished, and it has not been worked on there. It's kind of like nobody actually has dedicated time to look into this furniture. I'm pretty sure it's not coming this year. If so, then it's probably coming, can be looked at next year. I'm very, very sure about that. Yeah. So, take my word for that.
Yes, that's it.
Aquí está una pregunta en español.
Una pregunta en español.
Which one?
El logro de los fragmentos.
Maybe.
Oh, the problem I have to say with Spanish speaking is that I don't play the game in Spanish. I play the game in English.
Okay.
So I don't know. What you can say, send a message to our customer support guys, and they will bring us the question to ourselves. So don't worry. But I don't play the game in Spanish, so I don't know exactly what you are referring to.
Yeah, you need to know that the items can have quite interesting different names in other languages. Oh, this one, Phoenix. Okay, last question for this one. It's from Phoenix 10974. Jesus, what about the numbers? It's about an alternative mouse cursor during gaming. The problem, I'll demonstrate again. So the problem is that when you play and you have a lot of colors and effects happening, that you lose your cursor. And then sometimes you don't know where to hit. Now, obviously for melee, for Dragonknight, maybe not so much of a problem yet, but for ranged characters that is sometimes a big issue. And there is a design by the same person who's doing the guild versus guild battles. There is a design, we've seen it. However, it's also not completely finished yet, and it has not been assigned to a release. Otherwise, if it had been, you would probably see it in the community roadmap. Yeah, I know that we talked about it, but when we talk about things, they seem to be final, and sometimes they're being prioritized differently. So as they say, okay, it makes it into the next release, but then last minute they will be kicked out because they're given priority to other ones. But it is something that's on our agenda. And somebody says we need to show muscles. There we go.
Muscles. I don't have that, boy.
Sorry guys, since we had technical issues and we took a little longer, we're going to continue now with the Raffle, the winners and the
Let's don't waste so much time. Also because there are two Russian names which I'm not even going to try to pronounce. But basically remember that if you are in that list with your character, then you will get what is there. Plus 1 week premium, which is really nice. The Underman is 10,000 Underman, and the Essence of Destruction is 9999, so like 9,999.
Exactly. So, bam!
There you go.
These are the players. These are the players that will be receiving these rewards, and you can also take a screenshot if you want to share it. If you realize that it's a friend of yours or something, and then share that. Cool. So yeah, these are the winners, and if you want to participate for the next raffle, you know what you have to do. Just send an email with your character name and the name of your server. So DSO Twitch at bigpoint.net.
That's it. Exactly. We will probably put it sometimes on Facebook so you can see. And I see some people, I didn't win anything.
It happens.
It happens because actually I don't know how many people are there, like 15 or something. We get like 3,000 mails.
Piranhas DSO is telling me in Greek that we should give rewards to people from Greece. Believe it or not, there are some people from Greece who believe that. What makes you think that we exclude people from different countries? Yeah, just saying. We don't go by countries.
No, we don't.
Random.
But
really random.
But it's true that, don't worry, we will ask for the pay safe. Maybe if we get information before the next Twitch, we will put it on the forums, especially on the Greek forum.
It is already. There is an information on the Greek forum about why pay safe is not working yet. Yeah, you can find it there. Just have a look at the Greek forum. I know that already. Good.
I'm gonna write the email on the chat now.
Yes.
So people know it. And now let's come to the moment that everyone was waiting.
Yes.
So since everyone was asking for this, like a lot of times, we decided, okay, let's be nice, because we are not your enemies, and we decided to give you 3 days premium.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Which is nice.
And just to confirm, the bonus code is not Haruki is having flatulences, or something like this.
But
it's also not bitches for you. It's not. It's definitely not.
That's it.
But it is the following one.
Ta-da! Very straightforward.
Yes,
premium for all. Not complicated, just go there. Important thing, and you can tell that to your friends, is that this premium will start automatically, so you cannot stack up. Also because we saw that there were some issues with the stackable 3 days premium, and we are still investigating those. So the moment you type that, and you can redeem this until Sunday, I think it is. So don't come later on Monday saying that the bonus code doesn't work.
Charlie Hopper 69, chicken wings for all.
I could have really.
Hungry.
Oh my god.
Maybe we'll talk with the designing team to include maybe less poultry.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, chicken wings.
Yeah, apparently insects have a lot of protein in egg whites too. So
yeah, sure.
We'll see.
Sure.
Good, so this was it for now. Again, apologies if we had some technical difficulties. This happens when it's live. Yeah, and Twitch. We love you in terms of hosting us, but sometimes you also kick us, and that's that's nice.
Some people are asking, hey, why don't you move to Google? Google, YouTube. Sorry, but yeah, Google. Potato. But basically, why don't we move there? Because we are our studios in Berlin, means Germany, and as far as I know, I don't know if they changed this, but we cannot use the streaming service of YouTube in Germany.
Yes. Restrictions.
I don't know exactly. Are the restrictions out there? We are done. We don't have any control. So sorry.
Okay. So thanks for watching, guys. And remember, next week is release 157 is coming up. A new event is most likely coming up with Dragan and a lot of cool changes. So stay tuned, and you will see us in 2 weeks' time again.
Exactly. Check out